Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. It's Tuesday the 22nd of October and I'm bringing you new mods. Well, I'm not bringing them. Mod makers and map makers and people like that. We have some updates too. The interior of MS Brazil by Zero Oito has had an update. That update today says console. Yeah, fix for consoles. So I think that's new. I don't remember doing a map tour on that. So, yeah, map tour will come. I will say this now. I have been asked over the last few days, am I going to go back and retrospectively do the mod reviews from the mods from Thursday and Friday when I was travelling? I don't think so. Map tours I might do, because I have done maps I missed. I might go back and do the map tours, but mods probably not. Anyway, that being said, the map Vlasic Bosnia by Celebuki has had an update that says it does not require a new save game. The map Bilk by Omiexo, isn't it? That says a new save game is required. We've got the swap body with tail lift by Man Tai Banani, the Capello Quasar pack by Alifay, Lizard Self-Made Weight by Vulex, the Yard Production Pack by Omatana, and the Grain Haul by 750 Ti Modding. Those have all had updates. So, on with the mods. We begin with this in front of me. This is the BHG. This by Hellraiser, 9.44 megabytes download, 29 slots, 17,500 to purchase. You will find it under build mode and production and selling points, because it is a sell point. Well, it's a sell point and a buy point. Just there. Slot count comes down to 2. So, selling, done here. I don't think this lifts. I think that is just the grate. And then we can buy from the front here. It has a limited selection. This is not like a multi-fruit buy point or anything like that. A few items can be purchased here. Nicely made and detailed. Nice weathering. It looks like it's been there for a while, you know, that kind of thing. We've got some stuff at the front which will give you an idea. Actually, I didn't bring a liquids tanker over here. Maybe I should do a liquids tanker to check that. I did solids, but I should probably bring liquids over. I'll do that momentarily. Just for completion, you know. So I'll start filling. Wheat, lime, potatoes, seed, mineral feed, pig food, solid fertiliser, and back again. So a few bits and bobs for actually on the fields, and a few bits and bobs that might help you out for feeding of animals, that kind of thing. Not everything. But what I'll do, bear with me, I'm just going to grab a trailer. I'll be back in a second. There we go. Just to make sure, thought I better had liquid fertiliser, herbicide. Okay, just those two. So that's the BHG by Hellraiser, sell point and buy point. And again, if you're not sure what you can sell there, if you go into the prices menu and then go down each individual item on the right hand side, if it says BHG, you can sell your product there. There are quite a lot to choose from. Next up, we've got the German Barn Pack. There are 5 items in this pack. This is by Dominik Witzel, 4.2 megabytes download. We've got 4 slots, 3 slots, 5 slots, 4 slots, 5 slots. Nothing above 5. You'll be fine. And the build mode and sheds is where you'll find the first 4. And we start here. So, this one here. 20,000 for the double door. For the completely open, 15,000. For this one, now this one is, you're supposed to be able to put a farm, shop, store, stall inside if you want to. You don't have to. You can put whatever you like in it. You can have it as a farm office, put some decorative objects in there. It's entirely up to you. That one's 20 grand, and then 20 grand for this one here, which is sort of part barn, part open. Then the last one is a silo. We'll have a look at that in a moment as well. So if we go to our silos, there's no colour options on these. There you go, there's our silo. I'm sure that said 100. Did I write it down? I'm sure it said 150,000 litres capacity for this. For straw storage, I'll get one just to show you. Just if you look left at the menu, there's nothing showing for colour options, and you notice here it rotates around a corner. So the whole thing doesn't rotate on its axis, on its centre point. It rotates on a corner. So, I mean, you'll notice that as soon as you go to place it. But allow yourself space to do so. Come out of there. I don't know. I don't think we have a light switch. I don't know if you've got lighting. But the door here at the side. Now each one of them is all based on the same design. So the actual main bit of the building is the same. We've either got double doors completely open, one with a single door, you know. So each one of them has got a ladder. It has got access to the loft. As you can see, it says place ladder against the wall. So if you want to use it for parking vehicles and that kind of thing, and the ladder's in the way, you can. We can get the ladder away. If we go up into here, We also have got a hatch here that can be opened on each of them. So, drop down from there. Yeah, so this one, if you've got the door open, it's a little bit easier to do. Let's go back into build mode. I'll go to production and sell points. I'll just pick something that might fit in there. Let's go with the market stall. I know, you probably wouldn't put a market stall in there. Even though it says overlaps with another object, if I rotate until I get to a point and then press triangle, which should alleviate that, I can put a sell point in there. So if you wanted to have it as a shop, a store, and there are tons of different ones in the Modhub, it will allow you to do that, but like I say, you have to have the door open or just use it in office. Your choice entirely. Next one along then, double opening with the garage bit on the side. And then finally we've got this one. Now there are instructions with this one, and it says that you need to have the hatch open when it says to load. So I thought, well, I bought a trailer over with 150,000 litres of straw in it to here, and it let me tip it with the hatch closed. So it's let me fill it up with the hatch closed. So what I'm assuming is, because this is where you unload from, and the hatch is there, that the hatch needs to be open for you to be able to take stuff out. That's what I'm assuming. I did try with the bale, because I thought, maybe it'll take bales as well. It is straw, and it wouldn't initially. I placed it, I did all sorts of stuff to try and take it, lifted it up, wondered if the trigger was high. It didn't. It took it loose from a trailer. I'm not saying it won't take it from bales, that is a liftable bale, so it might take it from standard ones. And like I say, again, with that, there are tons of different bale packs and all different balers that do all different sorts of things. I just couldn't get it to work with that one. So, what we'll do, let's back the trailer up and see if we get the fill trigger, fill option. If it doesn't come up, there we go, so we're on that now, nothing's coming up. So, according to the instructions, if I'm right, if I've read them correctly, what I should be able to do, if I go up into here, oh, what happened there? And now, oh, there we go, so that's what it looks like full. You notice the other one we went up into, it wasn't. So if we open the hatch, there, and then come back down, we should now get the option to take our straw out. It's an interesting look. There we go, start filling. Now it comes. Like I said, 150,000 litre capacity. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Something a bit different. I'll let that carry on. All good. That's the German barn pack by Dominik Witzel. Next we've got this. This is the pig food silo. Pig food silo. I thought I said a big food silo. Pig food silo. This is by BauerHopema. 3.37 megabytes download. 5 slots, 60,000 to buy. 615,000 litre capacity. Now, I initially thought it was for storing. This actually produces pig food, as you can see by the managed production point just there. If we go into our build modes, now it's not, bizarrely enough, although it's a production, it's not found under factories. It's under silos. I mean, not bizarrely, I mean, it is a silo, but because it's, like I say, because it's a production and not a storage silo, that's what threw me a little bit. I mean, I suppose technically it does still store as well, so that's where you'll find it. No colour options on this either. As I said, 60 grand. So we come over to the side here, I have filled it up with the various different things it requires. So corn, barley, soybean, potato, wheat, canola and sugar beet. And then there are 3 different recipes. So you've got a corn recipe, a wheat recipe and a sugar beet one with various different other things of those. And when it says 615,000 litres, that's of each. So you can put 615,000 litres of each in there. So I suppose technically you still could use it as a storage silo. Why not? Recipes are pretty good as well. 60,000 cycles per month, plus the recipes are quite high. So if I put each one on now, that one should start going almost immediately, he says. There we go, look at that, boom. If we put all 3 on, this is going to absolutely hoon through the stuff, and you'll have plenty of pig food in absolutely no time. So let's say that combination of high cycles per month and large recipe, we're cracking along quite nicely. But what I'm going to do now, just to double check something, if we go to the spout for unloading, yeah, because we've got an in and an out here. So yeah, technically, whilst it is, I suppose the in is for putting the products in. What am I talking about? I was going to say, what I've got to see now is, will it allow me to take just pig food out, or all of the other things as well? In which case, then it's a multi-purpose. It is a pig food production, plus, I'll just put this in there, right? So as we come around the front, we're about to find out. Yep, so we can use it as a standard silo. That's brilliant. Or the production of our pig food. It's entirely up to you. And those, I have to say, the speed of production on that is quite impressive. So yeah, we can take all of our things back out again as well. Nice. Very, very useful bit of kit, that. Not a one-trick pony. The farm of the pig food silo by BauerHopema. It's because I was thinking Bauer Farm Imp. That was in my head. Sorry. Next, we have got... I've lost it. There. Just here, this is the Herculano Cisterna. This by FSPT, 5.51 megabytes download, 4 slots. It is a water tanker, 7,300. It's the standard in-game water tanker with the Herculano labelling. Just takes water, not water and milk. You will find this under animals. Right there, 9,500. Options, we've got our wheel brands, Trelleborg, BKT and Vredestein. The other two are both wides. Trelleborg has a standard wide. There you go. Those are your options. 7,300 litres of watery goodness. Moving on from there. We have this. This is the K... I think I put 700. Is it 700 or 200? I think it's K700. K700. Sliding Shield Own Construction. This is by Deere 66 and Ostblock Gaming. 4.99 megabytes download, 3 slots, 4.2 meters in width. It's a leveler, pusher, plough blade, you know. Pick and choose. Build mode? Not build mode. Other tools and levelers, right there, 3,450. We've got the option of main colour. That's what we can pick from. Anything on there at all, like so. It weighs 630 kilograms, so you could use it as weight if you want to. Once we're in our vehicle, we have got the option for raising and lowering manually, so up and down, and then tilt as well. We can raise and lower automatically just by pressing L1 and then lower and then raise. Now it does say, ignore the bit where it says allow create fields, that's the plough on the back. Don't necessarily look at that and think, oh, we can create fields with it. I've got a plough on the back of that. So those are our options there. If we turn our lights on, there you go, notice we've got the side lights there. We put our main beams on, not our main beams, our other lights, they go on there. So lighting on it as well, pretty handy. What I'm going to try and do now, because I didn't get a silage clamp out and ready. There we go. So it pushes up other stuff as well. It's not just for, so I mean most of the levelers are the same. You can push all sorts of crops and things up with them. It doesn't just have to be silage in a silage clamp. But there you go. That's the K700 Sliding Shield Own Construction by Deere 66 and Ostblock Gaming. Let's drop that off. And then on the back, we've got this. Just here. This is the Plow MFS. This is by Macarrone FS. 3.4 megabytes download, 2 slots, 1.7 to 2 meters. You will find it under ploughs. Right there. 70 horsepower required. We've got working width standard at the 1.7 meter, and then it adds the extra one on like so, the extra mould board. Making it 2. Then we've got colour option, anything on that palette at all. I don't want to go for, let's go pink. There we go. Look at that. Very nice indeed. So, this is what will allow you to create fields if you want to. Should bring up large stones. Now there's no rotation on this, it's just in that orientation, so you can't roll it over the other way or anything like that. Fairly straightforward and standard. I'll drop it down just to regular ploughing on a normal field. We'll do that. Nice animation, nice and smooth. We create fields, press L1 triangle, then drop it down. You can create a field to extend or plough out new fields if you want to. You might be new to the game, you might have never seen this before. If you've seen this before, of course you know what it does. I'll turn off allow create fields. So it should, over a section that will allow stones, it should bring up large stones. That's what ploughing usually does. I'm not getting no large stones. There we go. So that's weird. Oh, there's some big old boys coming up there. So there you go, that's the Plow MFS by Macarrone FS. Next, that should be right next to it. Look at that! Like I know what I'm doing. I'm going to say this wrong. I know I am. We've got these. This is a pack. This is the Meprozet, or Meprozet, I think it's Meprozet. The Meprozet PN-160 by JMZ. 27.09 megabytes download. There are 11 slots each with a 14-meter spread width. And when I say that, there are two. The first one has a splash plate which spreads out to 14 meters. The second one has a 3-point on it for adding attachments on of various different types. There are tons in the Modhub. There are loads, stuff in the base game as well. So rather than have one that has the option to have a splash plate or a 3-point, we've got two separate ones. All the other options on them are exactly the same. The difference being that's the only real difference. So that won't spread at 14 meters. That'll just end. That's just a tanker until you put something on the back of it. I hope that makes sense. Nice smooth option on this one, and then the galvanised on that one. There's, like I say, I'll run through the options. We'll see anyway. Look, let's have a look, shall we? This you'll find under slurry tanks, just there. So here's our two options. For 44,500, we've got the one that spreads at 14 meters, and then we've got for 49,800, we've got the one that has the 3-point on it, like so on the back. So that's what it looks like with the 3-point. Well, you've seen it already. Both tandem, like I say, every other option is the same. So let's run through them. We've got the option of Trelleborg, Michelin, BKT, Vredestein, back again. We've got these. As you can see, far more options on the BKT than any of the others. In the back, Trelleborg again. We've got pivot pipe, yes or no. So if you want to add a bit of immersion on, if you're going to slurry tanks, slurry basins, whatever it might be, a pit or something like that, you can extend that out. So if you want that on there for a bit more of immersion, you can. You don't have to. And obviously, if depends if you're running the manure system and stuff on PC and all those kind of things. It all depends on those types of things. Then we've got a ladder option, yes or no. Like that. We've got fenders, adds a little bit of a front fender on there, yes or no. We've got stickers, new or old. I went for the old. I like that kind of weathered. It's seen a bit of action, seen a bit of work. Main colour, so we've got that one there we start with. We've got grey 2, which makes it nice, shiny. That one there, and then a blackened version like so. I'll go back to that one, I think. Not that it really matters. Add-ons colour. Now let's go to black so you can see it all change. So the bottom section, chassis, all that changes to that. And we've got fenders. If you've actually, we'll do all of them. It depends if you've gone what options you've gone for. We'll go for black on that again so you can see. And then we've got pump colour. So you can change your pumps and tank and stuff on there as well. Then rim colour. Like that, and then license plate option on there too. So because these are slurry tanks, slurry spreaders, we do have the option for activating double application rate if you want to. So single application, one pass, it will run faster. Put it on double application, it runs slower, but you'll get both fertilising states down at the same time. Assuming, of course, you're playing on base game. If you're playing on precision farming, that's a whole different animal. But for base game work, that will do it all in one hit. So R1, where are we? R1. Didn't have one. L1. There we go. So L1 and right stick side to side. Does that. It's getting a bit closer so we can see it. Does that. Up and down. Does that. Pretty speedy as well. So sometimes they can be a bit. It depends how whether you want it, what kind of realism you want. But there you go. That's if you want that option. We can turn on our slurry tanker. There was only options on it. There was no option to open cover or anything like that. Lighting and our indicators, like so. Do we have reverse lights? No reverse lights on it. Let's activate this. So this should go at 14 meters. There we go. Of lovely slurrying. Very nice indeed. Nice bit of movement on the axles there as well. Cool. Disconnect that one. Don't have a beacon on it, did it? I think it's just on the tractor, isn't it? I think so. Let's back up and hook that up. So now we've got the option to unfold that. But again, we have got the option for double application, which I'll do now. And away we go. So we are going slower, but we are putting twice the amount down. Let's raise that back up again. And fold it back up. That's the Meprozet PN-160 by JMZ. Next. Oh yes, next. We have this. This is the Kinze 4900 multi-planter pack by Mac Trucker 921. 14.96 megabytes download, 17 slots each. There are 2 in this pack, 18.2 meters for each. As you can see, it looks a little bit different to a standard Kinze because there's a few different options for chassis and those kind of things on it. Also, what I like, because I tend to do my fertilizing separate to my seeding. Often seeders, planters will have the seed and fertilizer option, so you can have it seeder and fertilizer, or just seed, which increases your capacity for seeding. That's just me personally, I prefer that, so I like that as an option. But what's also cool about this, because it's a multi-planter, if we go to our planters, so there's our standard in-game Kinze, that one there, the 4905. So the 4900, 249 grand, or 249,500 should I say. But the standard one, the multi-planter, will do all your crop types. So you don't need the separate seeder and planter, it will do all of your crop types. Now rather than put everything in that then, you've then got a second one there that does poplar and sugarcane. So again, depends how you want to go about it. Sometimes you get a multi-planter and it will do everything, including sugarcane and poplar, but this one, you've got a separate one for it. The options are the same on it, just it will do those things separately. So, go back to there. 350 horsepower required, as I said, 18.2 meters. If we click on that, then we've got, as I said, seed and fertilizer option, so it splits it, the 9,068 litres, or seed only, 9,068. So that's what I went for. Chassis colour, anything on this palette, and there's a lot. I'm not going to show you everything, so you can pick and choose. It's up to you. Click on that. That will change your chassis colour, like so, as it says. Tank colour, let's go for something else. Let's go for a yellowy orange. That's nice, isn't it? Very nice indeed. Decal colour, let's go for, actually, if I've gone for a yellowy orange, let's go for a white, something that stands out. Or does it stand out? Kind of. Maybe I should have gone darker. Let's go for that. There we go. You can see the Kinze a little bit better there. Decal colour, then rim colour on there as well. No, hang on. There you go. Like that, and then license plate option there as well. And like I said, same on the other one. I better just double check that. Don't want to make that assumption. I've done that before and got caught out. Yeah, it looks pretty much the same. So, nice animation on this. For the unfold, it's a big bit of kit. So, let's unfold it. Very nice. We do have ridge markers because it's a quite wide bit of kit anyway. When we do our ridge markers, they go out quite a long way. So left ridge marker. All right. And then that way if you want to. We do have the option to open cover. It does say in the instructions, I think this will fill from pretty much anything, by anything, silos and all sorts of stuff. So we can open our cover like that. Now, it is also a direct drill, so there's no need for ploughing, cultivating, mulching, anything like that. This will plant directly after you've harvested something else if you want it to. So if we turn it on, nice sound of the fans on that. Lower it down. Well, this goes at a fair old lick as well. 15, 16 miles an hour. Does a bit of everything. Blimey, that is rapid. There you go. I haven't actually been on... I'm indoors today. for various different reasons. Let's have a new washing machine delivered. It's a whole saga I won't go into at the moment. It's very cool. And so I'm on my test map indoors, not my test map that I have out in the man cave. And I've just noticed this, and I don't know how this happened. I've got a whole thing of, like a strip of corn running through the middle of this. Huh? How? Did I do that on a previous mod? I don't remember doing that. How bonkers is that? Sorry, I just saw it as I was going out the field. What happened there? Anyway, that was the Kinze 4900 multi-planter pack by Mac Trucker 921. Which brings on to this. Actually, we're right up in the right place again, aren't we? Look. The Holaras Turbo A270V. I was almost in the right place. There we go, just over here. I looked and saw orange and thought, oh yeah, that's it, but it was not that. It's this here. It's a sweeper. 3-point link mounted. Sweeping system, but it picks up all sorts of stuff. We'll have a look in just a moment. I haven't even tested this yet. 7.43 megabytes download, 7 slots. It says it's got a 1,490 litre tank by Not Ready. So this was under animals, I think it was as well. Pretty sure it was animals, because it's designed initially to clean up animal mess. But most of the stuff we don't get, like we used to on 19, you used to get the animals would leave food and stuff on the floor. You had to clean out the animals' pens. You do get some now, some modded ones, but not as many. So it does list, let's go along to it, there you go. It does list all that stuff it will pick up off the floor. But with a fairly small tank capacity, it's only designed for spills. It's not designed to like clean up an entire crop. I mean, you could try if you wanted to, I guess, but the design colour changes the brush. So the brush colour can be changed. There you go. Like so. So that we can change. Other than that, it all stays pretty much the same. Yeah, 1,490 litre tank. So we're going to give it a go. Let's hook it up. I'm going to put it on the front. Probably, I mean, it's probably not too heavy actually, because it's got the front wheel on it. Whoa. Woohoo. That rolls easily. Come back. Nearly. There you go. There's a note. Be careful. If you touch it, it runs away. It doesn't like to be used. So we can raise and lower, lift. So if we lift it, that's, I was assuming, more for transportation if you're going longer distances. So we can lower it like that. Now we have got the option to tilt. So L1 and right stick side to side gives us our tilt like that. Tilt, twist, twist, I suppose, isn't it, rather than tilt. And then if we go up and down, we can open that. Now I'm assuming that's going to be for emptying it. So I would imagine the brush is going to brush into that container. Like I said, I haven't tried it yet, but it would make sense that would be what it would do. R1, L1. Nope, we're good. So it's just those options. Let's turn it on. Do we have lights in there as well? I think we do, don't we? Yeah, look at that. Just tilt it back straighter. Brushes are going. Yeah, so it spins backwards, so it should flick everything up into that trough. I have put a spittle out for us to test. There we go. Works rather efficiently, doesn't it? So we have got some capacity. Yep, we're good. Just turn the lights off. Like that. Turn it off. So this gives me the option to unload now. It doesn't give me an unload option. But like I say, I'm assuming if we raise that now, not that we necessarily do need to raise it, which I'm assuming this is all part of the testing process. I test while you're watching, you know. Otherwise, I just walk and go, oh yeah, you just lift it, tip it. But let's do it at the same time. Why not? There we go. Look at that. It kind of makes sense that it would do that. Super duper. That's the Holaras Turbo A270V by Not Ready. Next, we've got this. This sounds right. This has got, look. This has got some very interesting options on it. But don't worry, you don't, even if you go for this option, there's an option to remove it. So, yeah, you'll see. So if you wanted to simulate getting like cab corn and stuff like that, but then, I suppose if you had a harvester malfunction, you'll see. This is the John Deere 6R series. This by Samu and let's get it right. So Samu, Apen Modding, Leon, Agar. I'm just going to double check that. Samu, Apen Modding, Leon, yeah. Leon Agar. Agar, not Agar, sorry. Unless that's a typo, but it says Agar. 22 slots, 22.37 megabytes to download. Like I said, it's a nice bit of kit. I went for the chunkiest of tyre options. There are a few, as I was saying, I'm not going to read them all out. I'll scroll through and you can have a look, but there's a few different to choose from. So this you'll find under vehicles. This is under medium tractors, this one. Just there, 233,500 for the base model. So we have got 280 or 300 horsepower. Just those two. Nothing else. We've then got wheel brand. We've got Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, BKT, Vredestein, Nokian, and back again. That was one I went for. I like that. There you go. Now, this option says daylight. When you turn the ignition on, you get lights that glow around all around the front. You'll see in a moment. So we start off with white. We've got white, red, green, blue, and back again. So I went for green, but you can pick and choose. Starfire on the top, yes or no. There's no option for multiple different versions. You just sort of yes or no on there. We've got fenders, again, yes or no. We've got front flashers. We have got 2, 4, 5. No, of course I went for 5. Default design or corn. So we have the corn added on. So you don't have to have it, but if you do, that's what it looks like. But you can switch it on and off from in the cab as well. So if you make an error and you decide you don't want it, you can always go back to a toolbox and change it, I guess. Front loader attacher. So we've got John Deere, quick power off. We've got main colour. Now this is, again, you go for it. Whatever you fancy. If you want to really mess with people's heads, go John Deere yellow with John Deere yellow, or flip it. Why does that look so weird? I suppose because your brain's so conditioned to it being a certain way. Anyway, license plate option there as well. So let's hop out. Let's hop in. There you go. There's your daylights. I went for the green. Then we've got our lights. Then obviously around those. There's our lighting package. Beacons. And if you go for the flashes, like I say, I went for the 5 in the V. You have 2, 4, or 5. That's very cool, though. Turn all those off. Then we've got under L1, we've got close the rear window. There's no door options on this. I don't think there was. And then we've got open cover. So if you've gone for the corn option and you decide you don't want it on there, we can open cover and it removes that. For whatever narrative purposes you may have. R1, L1, R1, no, so it's just under that one that's got the close cover and open and close rear window. Sounds good. Whoa. Taking the bumps in its stride. What a lovely bit of kit. There you go, that's the John Deere 6R series by Samu, Apen Modding, Leon and Agar. Which brings me on to the last of the mods for today, and it's just over here. Cool. And it's this. It's another pack. Right here. This is the Claas Tucano 550-580 pack by Kalderone, 38.49 megabytes download, 21 slots for the harvester, 8 slots for the header, 7.7 meters, and then 3 slots for the header trailer. I bought the trailer out just so you could see it, and the header connects on like headers do. This has got a whole load of options for opening and closing and adjusting of various different things. I'm going to miss something, I know I am, and apologies if I do. It's a nice looking kit with loads of different options for colour, and again, you'll see. So, if we go to our harvesters, there's our Tucano 550, 580, 280 grand for the base model. We click on this then, we have got our 550, which is 9,000 litre capacity. Then we go up one, which takes it 354 horsepower, but keeps it at 9,000 litres. The next one up gives us a 10,000 litre, still 354 on the horsepower. Then the next one up from that is 381 horsepower with 11,000 litre capacity. So I went for the full Monty, as you do. Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Vredestein, back to Trelleborg again, and we've got standard and a wide in each of those. We've got air fresheners, so it's a standard. You've got one, Murica, we've got United Kingdom, and then we run through a whole load of different options of air fresheners. If you want an air freshener, you don't have to. Smartphone, yes or no, that puts one to the side. I went for yes, you'll see in a little while. We've got carpet, we've got standard, so just put normal carpet in, and we can have a branded Claas one in there, embroidered, very nice. Then we've got numbering. My mind, I looked at it and something, why should I say Nürburgring? What is wrong with me? Numbering, I've already written this down on my notes. 1 through 10. There you go. Then you've got collector's decals. So you've got that one. Nice. We've got that one. That one. That one, but at the back. And then back to standard again. A few different options of decals. Tinted windows, design 1, design 2. We've then got main colour. Changes all of that section to grey. That one, we can go like that, so we have the whole thing grey if you wanted to. Rim colour, again, if you're feeling really excitable. But you can mix and match these around, do it like license plate option there as well. Let's go back to our main colour. Put that back. Anyway, those are the options on the harvester. We come out there, we go to our tools, and we go to our headers. There's a header, 45 grand for a 7.7 metre. Options on this, we can change our main colour from green to grey to mix and match however you want with your harvester, should you choose. Actually, you know what I don't often check, but I better check corn headers. I don't think there was a corn header in this pack, no. And then finally, we have got the header trailer right there, 7,950. Same thing with this, we can go for a grey option if you want to, and license plate option there do. So let's come out, hop in, start it up. So if we unfold the harvester, beacons, lights, and we have pipe light, extra super beams on the back, and then we've got, I think, the interior light as well. Let's go pipe out. Look at that. That's quite fast, actually. Yes, put our lights on. There you go. Let's raise our header up. Our header, we have got the option for adjustment in, out, up and down, like that. I'll run over that back down a second. Now, what I'm going to do is just detach the trailer. I'm going to detach the header just to make sure I don't mix up any of the controls here. Oh, that folds that down as well, the sensors on there, which is pretty cool. So under L1, if we disable our straw swath, like that. Nice animation on there. We've then got, let me get this right. Where is it? There we go. Right, so L1, and left stick side to side, we can rotate our display round. And then we've also got, instead under L, we've got 2 under L, we can bring our steering wheel forwards and backwards, and we've got rotation on the display there, which is rather interesting. Then what was L1 and right stick side to side? Oh yeah, that was cool. Yeah, from here, if I now do L1 and right stick side to side, look, How cool is that? We can zoom in, and then it was, oh, what was it? We had a nudge. There was an option for changing the, I'm sure there was, for changing the screen. What was it for changing the screen? There's a screen option as well. Is it one of those? That's for that door. There. That's for that door there. So R1 right stick up side and side to side. We've got seat adjustment, forward and backwards, like that as well. I'm sure there was an option to change that screen. Or am I just imagining it? I know we can take it forwards and backwards like that as well. So I mean, it's incredibly, yeah. There's a whole load of options. Oh, there we go, side to side like that. And then we can zoom back out again. That's a really cool feature. I like that. Anyway, so I'm getting sidetracked. Let's go back outside the vehicle. So L1, R1, right stick side to side does that door, that panel there. Right stick up and down. Did which one? Oh, that might have been the visor. L1, R1 and left stick side to side does that panel there. I will not quit until I find it. It is somewhere. Let's go back into there. That was the tilt of the display. One of these. There we go. The little visor, sun visor at the top. I knew it did one of these somewhere. There we go. The visor as well. So we got all sorts of, yeah, all sorts of adjustments on all sorts of things. They're closed back up again now. We're all good on there. Like I said, if I've missed something, I do apologise. I'm sure I think I've called it all. Let's grab our header. It's not too loud actually. Why am I going to knock my cruise control down and all that? Nice and smooth. Nice and smooth. Good looking bit of kit that. There's quite a few options. Very nice. So that's the Claas Tucano 550/580 pack by Kalderone. Like I said, we do have an updated map today, and that update said console fixing. So again, I'm pretty sure I haven't done a map tour on it before. The interior of MS Brazil by Zero Ito. That's going to be one of those ones, knowing what his maps are like. It's going to be a bit of a game, but I'll get onto that as soon as I can. And then there's obviously the two maps from last week. Again, I'll get onto those when I can. But I'm a bit kind of swamped because I've been away. I was away with Giants at an event for Farming Simulator 25, and yeah, I've got tons of footage and stuff to edit, and so there's going to be all sorts of stuff coming out over the next few days, and that's without Giants then doing any other blog posts, because we're rapidly heading towards the release of Farming Simulator 25. So I don't normally do it on my mod reviews, but I'll do it now. Don't forget you can pre-order. Of course, you can pre-order up until the 12th of November. You get the MacDon pack as a bonus if you do pre-order. And then there's obviously the collector's edition, not obviously, but there's a collector's edition if you're interested in that as well. There's PC digital download, there's all sorts of stuff. There's the bundles you can get that give you the Year 1 Season Pass with 3 DLCs, the fourth being a UK-based map, but that's going to be obviously a year away now, but you can get those in the bundles. If you get at any point the option to put in a partner code, I would appreciate it greatly if you use my partner code. Other content creators are available. But if you put all caps MrSealyp, if it gives the option for a partner code, that would be absolutely wondrous. But again, you don't have to. I'm just saying if you want to, it's there as an option. I hope you found all of this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.